Don't they know like I'm over here recording? Ugh, so annoying. All right, check it out. Let's see here. Turn it on. Awesome. All right, so we've been stuck inside here in Dallas. I don't know where you are, but here we've been stuck in the house or indoors for a very long time. I think since last Friday. We have one more day tomorrow. So I've been able to teach or get out, and I thought, you know what, let's jump on here and have just some movement to align ourselves, our bodies, and I don't know, shake some of the yuck loose. So I have a little block here. You can use anything. You don't have to have fancy yoga props. You could use a towel or a blanket or whatever. We're gonna sit on it for just a minute to have a little bit of centering and grounding. The reason I like to sit on the block is because it elevates my hips higher than my knees and then just allows it to be a little bit easier to sit on the floor with my back straight. And you might be with me, you might not be, but my back feels better if I elevate just a little bit. So let's do that. Elevate your butt, have a seat, close your eyes, hands down in your lap or on your knees, wherever they feel most comfortable. Start to take some deep breaths in through the nose. And then allow the air to escape with a sigh. Again, deep breath in. And allow the air to go. Now let's seal the lips, and I want you to just breathe in and out through your nose. If you need a few more deep inhales and exhales, do it like that. But if you're already kind of chill, see if you could allow the air to just be easy and light and natural. But do bring your attention to the temperature of the air as it hits your nostrils. Feel the weight of your body. Maybe you feel the opening of the hips a little bit. Come present to the temperature on your skin. If you have sounds in your environment, or if sounds sneak up in my environment, don't allow them to distract you from your body this moment and just receiving whatever it is you might need from our short time together. Let's just sit here for about another 60 seconds, breathing softly, spine tall, body soft, not rigid. Breath simple. Just one more big breath in and out together so we can be on the same breathing pattern. Inhale with me. Full exhale. Let us begin the movement. So we'll take the block or the implement that you used out from underneath you. Turn so that you are long ways on your mat. I'm gonna go ahead and take my fuzzy socks off because this heater behind me is doing its job. Thought I was gonna need more, but we're good to go. So let's come onto our hands and our knees. Situate your wrists directly under your shoulders, your knees directly under your hips. As you inhale, drop your belly, lift your chin slightly, stick your butt up. And then as you exhale, do the opposite. Curl the tailbone in, curl the chin in, push into your palms. Inhale, drop belly, slide your shoulders down your back as you are performing this movement. And then as you exhale, press a little bit more deeply. Pull your belly into your spine like you're trying to push your tailbone in a little further. And then inhale, drop in. This time lift your chin a little higher, stretching the throat. And then exhale, opposite of that. Hold your cat pose on this one. Tuck your toes up underneath. Push your butt back towards your heels. Keep your chin and your spine curled in, spine round. So you feel a little bit more deep stretch in the low back. Take a few deep breaths here. You have a lot of activity pushing down in through your palms. And then let's come forward into a cat with the same sort of energy. So this time, shift your chest a little forward of your thumbs, push down into the heel of your hands, act as if you're trying to drag your hands back towards your knees, but they don't move. We just have this action to broaden the collarbones. And then come to a nice neutral spine. Let your feet relax, maybe drum them just a little bit. I'm gonna stretch my hands a little bit more forward. Press down into your fingertips. Lift your butt up to the sky. Take a few deep breaths in and out. Bend one knee, press the other heel down vigorously so that you can get a deep stretch down through the Achilles, outside edge of the legs, the tendon that runs up to the hip. And then switch which knee is bent. Press down. Keep that breath flowing though. So we're inhaling and exhaling, still paying attention to that oxygen presence. And then let's come high up onto both toes to stretch through the backs of the legs. What I want you to do is put a baby bend into your knees and then stick your butt higher. Bit higher, feel a deeper stretch down through the hamstrings. Shake out your head so you make sure you're not lifting it. It's completely soft and limped. Okay, come forward, plank pose. Just shifting like you're gonna do a push-up and hold right there. Now, for you guys that are newer to yoga or maybe you're not feeling the power today, what you wanna do is place your kneecaps on the ground anytime you need to. I can see the comments going off. I hope you guys are being nice. Be nice in the comments, please. Hold steady and breathe. Low belly pulled into spine. I want you to feel your core and your abdominals engaged, whether you're on your toes or on your knees. Both have the same power. Take 3 more deep breaths with me. 2 more. 1 more. And then shift your weight back into downward facing dog. Step your left foot outside your left hand. Place your right knee on the floor. And then let's just take a few back and forth actions here just to see what's going on. I personally haven't stretched in a few days, so I'm not really sure what's going on in my hips today. Woo, that hamstring is tight. Shift forward and back, letting your hips drop. And then sending them back towards the back foot, straightening to your own degree. You do not have to straighten. I like to get my big toe mound of the extended leg and press it down for a little bit more intensity in the top of the heel. I invite you to try that. And then let's come forward. Come off of your back knee. So the left foot is forward. Right palm is on the floor. Right knee, let's lift it off. Take your left arm up to the ceiling. Big breath in. As you exhale, maybe turn your chest open a little bit more. 1 more inhale. Exhale, turn it open a little bit more. And then inhale, breath. Exhale, left hand down to the ground. Step back with your left foot back to your plank. Hold for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And then let's stretch it back up to our downward facing doggy pose. Take a moment here, let your shoulders move a little bit. We're adding some lubrication with our movements, and it's nice to push that around. So building the heat, not staying stagnant, but really trying to move the stuck energy, the stuck spaces. And then step your right foot outside your hand. Or excuse me, right foot. Did I say right foot? Well, I meant right foot. Whatever I said, do it on the right side. Place your left knee down. And then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna kind of wiggle back and forth. Just exploring, seeing what might be in there. Take your time. If something feels like it needs more attention, give it the attention that it needs. And then let's do a nice big long hold for the hamstring. Then I'm gonna do the same thing, and I physically use my hand to push my foot down because sometimes that ankle is not cooperative. So pushing down to get a little more juice in the ankle. It's kind of uncomfortable, but you need it. And we'll bend back into the front knee. Left hand is planted on the floor inside your right foot. Lift your left knee off the ground. Take your right arm up, big twist. Inhale, breath. Exhale, maybe you find more space to open. One more inhale. Turn a little further if possible. Exhale. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale, right palm comes to the ground, right foot steps back. This time let's lower down to low plank. Now remember, your knees are there for you, right? So if you want to take the knees to the floor to lower down, you can, or you can stay up on the palms. Deep breath in. Exhale, halfway down. Push back up, plank. Exhale, halfway down. Push back up, plank. Exhale, downward facing doggy. And let's walk our feet all the way up to the hands. Grab your elbows, relax. My knees are generously bent here to give my hips and hamstrings a little more grace, since movement has not been a priority while the world has frozen around me. Now place your left hand on the ground. Put a bend into your left knee. Take your right arm up, big twist. Now hold the twist right there. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, straighten out your left leg to the best of your ability. And then right hand down to the ground. Bend into the right knee. Take your left arm up. Deep breath in. And then as you exhale, straighten your right leg to the best of your ability. And then left hand on the ground. Heel toe your feet a little closer to one another so they're right under your hips. And then slow and steady curl, one vertebra at a time until you come to stand. And then reach your arms up to the ceiling, stretch tall. Lean backwards just a little bit, push your hips forward. And then come up straight, hands to the center of the chest. All right, let's step out wide. I'm so nervous about what these comments say. You guys better be appropriate. That's all I have to say. Or I'm not doing another one. All right, so we stepped out wide. Take your left foot and turn it out all the way. Your right foot, the outer edge is going to be parallel with the back of your mat. And then we'll put a knee bend into our front leg. Now my mat is kind of old, so it's slipping a little bit. So if you see me wiggling and stuff, that's what I'm doing. You can hold steady if your mat has some tack to it. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, take it into a reverse warrior. Reach through your left hand. Use your inner left thigh to push your knee away to intensify this stretch. And then lean over to the right as far as you can to feel big opening in the side waist. And then left elbow to your knee. Right arm over your ear. Same rules apply. Push down through the outer foot. Squeeze your right thigh back. Pull through the top arm to get a stretch through your side waist. Deep breath in and out. Rise back up, warrior two. And then very simply, let's just switch sides. Turn your left foot in, back edge parallel with the mat, right toes out to the right. Bend into your right knee. Hold steady. Inner right thigh, pushing the knee away. And then reverse left hand down, reach up and back. Pull through that top arm. Right elbow to right knee, left arm over your ear, big stretch. I know I'm not in the camera, but that's okay, you get it. You shouldn't have to watch anyways. I want you to see if you can follow just the cues instead of having to look. Take one more inhale and exhale here. And then we'll rise back up, warrior two. Arms straight and strong. Straighten your right leg. Turn all 10 toes in. Bring your hands to the floor in front of you. Bend your elbows, let your upper body just hang loose. Shake out your head so there's no tension in the back of the neck. Deep breaths. yourself forward, take a halfway lift, flatten your spine. Your toes should be turned forward or slightly pigeon-toed, but not out. Put a baby bend in your knees, pull your low belly in, bring your hands to your waist. Squeeze your elbows on your back body, rise up. Nice. And then we'll just step back to the top. Very, very simple. Let's take chair pose next. Big toes touch, space between your heels, about a fist width distance. Arms by your ears. Breathe. Now, in chair pose, you should feel activation of your core. If you're not feeling your core light up, chances are you might be leaning too far forward in the pose. I do like that if you have your hips low, so try to keep them low, but then pull your chest away from your legs as far as you can so you feel your core light up. And then pull your arm bones back. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Hands to the center of the chest. Hold steady. Take your left elbow past your right knee and twist. Thumbs come to the center of the chest if possible. Hopefully you can hear my breathing. I want that to be what you hear in your own mind, body, and ears. And then right elbow past the left knee, twist. This fire is getting warm now. One more inhale and exhale, hold steady. And then take it back to the front, chair pose, arms by the ears. Inhale, stand up straight. Feels good. Push those hips forward, lean back. Exhale, forward fold, dive in. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Hop or step back if you would like, chaturanga, low plank. Up dog or cobra, your choice. Child's pose, sit it back. Elbows to the mat, palms together, thumbs to the nape of your neck, belly dropping in between your legs. Palms reach forward, reset for downward facing dog. Hips up to the ceiling. Raise your right leg up high. Bring your right knee to your nose, squeeze it in tightly. And then bring it back up, 3-legged dog. Right knee to the right arm, touch. 3-legged down dog to the left arm, give it a little touch. 3-legged down dog, step your right foot in between your hands, rise up, crescent lunge, inhale, breath. So this time the back knee is off the floor. Look up and lean back, broaden through your chest. If you need to modify this at any time, place your back knee on the ground. 2 more, inhale. 1 more. And then on your next exhalation, place your hands on the ground. Take your left leg up to the ceiling. So standing splits pose, head comes down, shake it out so you make sure it's chilling. Now you can do this with your hip open or closed, just depends on how your hips are feeling that day. Deep breaths. 2 more. 1 more. Take your left toes back to where they came from. Keep your hands on the floor. Walk your right foot over to the left. Bring your right knee towards your right wrist. Set it down. Pause. Look up, pull your chest forward. Now zhuzh your back toes back until your hips are sitting gently on the ground. You could stay upright like this, or if you feel like it, you can come to your elbows or lay your body all the way forward. Whatever feels best for you today. 3 breaths right here. One more, inhale and exhale. We'll take the left elbow past the right knee. If you can get it on the ground, awesome. Think about when we were in chair pose a minute ago and we did that twist. We're doing the same thing here. So palms together, twist. One more big breath in and out. Amazing. Slowly release the hands. Whew. I'm going to move side to side, get a little action in the hips before switching. So this is where, you know, we've been stuck inside, we've been sitting a lot, so could be some junk in the trunk that we need to access. Definitely feeling that. Slide your hands back closer to your knee and your right ankle. So left hand is close to right ankle, right hand is close to right knee. Tuck your left toes, lift your back leg off the ground, lift your leg up into your chest, pause. Now step your right foot right in between your hands and then straighten your right leg, fold over your right knee. See if you can get your forehead to make contact with something. It might be your shin, it might be your knee, it might be right below the knee. See if you can make contact with something. Keep your knee bent if that's not possible. So this is a thyroid fire upper, what we're doing with this little chin throat lock. So that's really, we want that to be more present than the head to the leg. We really want that chin locked in. And then look to the top of the mat, step your left foot to meet your right foot. Adjust your stance if you need to. Take a halfway lift, flatten your back. Forward fold, exhale. Stand up, breathe in, reach. Lean backwards. Exhale, hands to your chest. Now at this point, your right hip is probably saying, hi, how's it going? We want to take our right hand, bring it to the inside of the right knee. And I've got a lucky mantle here to help me with my balance, but you don't have to use it. If you do have a wall, that might be cool. Let's just place the foot into the hand to open up the front of the quadricep and hip crease. Take your left arm up. Keep your gaze forward, at least eye level or higher, okay? Left arm up. Now start to kick into your right hand. Kick your foot as high as it will go before tipping your upper body. And you don't have to go very high. Just make a nice shape to open the back and the front of the leg and also challenge your balance. When we come back up, we'll bring knee to knee. And then foot to foot, hands to chest. Deep breath in. Full breath out. I don't know about you, I can feel the blood like, that's what we're looking for here. We're just moving and grooving that energy. Nice. All right, let's take the other side. I'm just gonna turn around because my space is tiny. Inhale, reach up, big stretch. Exhale, forward fold, dive in. Halfway lift, lengthen, flatten the back. Forward fold, exhale, hop or step back to your low plank. I'm gonna step. Upward facing. Downward facing. Deep breath in. Full breath out. 2 more. One more. And then raise your left leg up to the sky. Deep breath in, reach it. Exhale, knee to the nose, curl in tight, tight, tight. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee, left arm. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in to the right side. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, step it foot in between the hands. Rise up, crescent lunge. Arms up overhead. Remember, your back knee is there for you if you need to take a break. Reach your arms up, lean back. Squeeze your back leg so, so strong. Pull your belly in. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Bring your hands to the floor. Take your right leg up to standing splits. Now on the other side, when I opened my hip, this side started to, the opposite side started to kind of talk in a way I did not like. It was disrespectful. So closing my hip down took that away, but still allowed me to stay in the pose. So explore your depth. You might feel great opening the hip and cranking that sucker. Either way, stay with what feels best for you. Inhale. Exhale. 2. 1 more. And then look forward a little bit. Let your right toes come down to the floor. Squeeze your left knee up. And then set that sucker down. Now stay here for just a moment. Pause. Lift your chest. And then zhuzh your right foot back until you feel your hips settle to the floor. Now this is called pigeon pose in class, right? And sometimes, you know, the instructor will just say, pigeon pose, everybody. And some of us do know and some of us don't, but what we want to try to make sure that we do is you allow your hips to settle rather than forcing. And what I mean by that is you don't have to take your hand on your foot and shove it into a way. Just set it down and then let your body settle to the place that it needs today. You might already be on your elbows or outstretched. Let's do a couple more breaths here. And then we'll take that twist. So bringing the right elbow past the left knee, palms together. And just do your best, right? Like this side might not be as open, and that's okay. Just do your best. Hands back to the floor. Sit upright, take a moment, feel around. Slide your hands back closer, left hand outside left knee, right hand close to right foot. Push down into your palms, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee off the ground. Squeeze the leg up into the body before you do anything. And then step the foot back through. In between the hands, straighten your left leg, fold over. Try to get the jaw-throat lock connection. The way we do that is by trying to bring the head towards the knee as much as possible. Look forward. Put a slight bend into your front knee. Kick off. Whee! Halfway lift. Inhale, breath. Forward fold, soften down. Rise up, breathe in, reach up. Hands to the chest, exhale. Left hand inside of left foot. Grab hold. Right arm up. Eyes set, either eye level or higher. Take a moment. Here we go. Kick, kick, kick. Into the leg, into the foot, lift. Breathe. And then slowly knee to knee. Pause at knee to knee. Hands to chest, feet together. Take a moment, pause. Notice the energetic representation of stagnant energy is our blood. So you might be feeling it wash through, right? The physical part of the blood, but it's representative also of your energy, yeah? All right, let's take that forward fold. All 10 toes in. This time, grab a hold of the outside edges of your ankles. Pull yourself towards your legs. Bounce around a little bit. Shake off your day, your week, whatever it is you need to shake off. Hands to the floor, take your halfway lift. This time all I want you to do is heel toe your feet closer to one another until you can sit down into yogi squat. Hands together at the chest. I have a lot of students who this is an impossible pose for them. You could always sit on something, but we're not going to be here too long, so don't worry about it. If you're struggling, I can get you out of there. Two more breaths. Ensure you are connected to the breathing. And then place your hands on the ground, and then very simply, all I want you to do is get on your butt. All right, so that's the physical standing part of the practice. We'll do a couple more hip stretches. Feet together. I love blocks. They are such great tools, not only for when you need to take a step back, but really when we need to take a step forward as well. I like to use this one in butterfly. You place it in between your feet to give some space. And then my feet are further away from me than normal, so that when I come forward, my forehead can rest on the block. Now, if you need more height, you just turn the block higher. Yeah. Hands around your feet. Let your forehead rest down on the block or wherever it falls. If you're way up here due to your own body, that's cool. Just see if you can relax your shoulders and neck as much as possible. And then let's sit up nice and easy. Sorry for the background noise. I do have a teenager here. Take your left foot next to your left butt cheek. Slide your right knee in. Pull onto your shin with both hands for a second. Just take a moment upright, as tall as your spine will allow. Wrap your left arm around your right leg. Take your right hand behind your butt. Sit up really nice and tall. And then switch sides. Right foot slides in next to booty bone. Left heel slides close as possible. Both arms wrap, sit up tall. So knee is trying to vigorously pull into the armpit. So all these things have more meaning behind them than just the actual pose, right? So like the chin lock that we did is for the thyroid. We squeeze up our legs, we get the internal organs. So we're talking about the processes in there as well. So that's why we have that efforting when we do these types of pulls. And then wrap your right arm around, left hand behind you, twist. And then slowly bring it back around. I'd love it if you would lay down for a few minutes of Shavasana after doing this. I hope that this has been a good, just short little quick intro maybe for you into moving energetics. But if you are a student of mine that is tuning in, I missed you so much. And hopefully I will see you very soon if this ice melts. But this should have helped you just kind of release all that stuff that we're dealing with while we're all cooped up inside. So I hope you had fun. Thank you so much. Namaste.